Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmina from Jasmina Astrology. And today we're going to have a special episode. I have a special guest. First of all, it's Hannah. Hi, Hannah. How are you?
Hi, I am so good. I'm so excited for today's video. Thanks for inviting me again, Jasmina.
No, it's exciting. I love doing things. I love collaborating with you. I love doing these things with you. So for everybody, you probably already know Hannah from our previous collaborations. We did something similar when we had like a battle of the house systems when we look at the charts from a different house system. That was also fun. I'm going to actually link that one below in the description later. Oh, I don't know if I'm live on Instagram. Let's see. So the inspiration from this for this idea, because I'm Gemini, I always think about something, but mystery chart, I have been doing mystery charts for almost a year and a half, almost like that, something year and something small, with my group from the Steve's Judd students. We get together every week. We call ourselves Judders, and we we do these mystery charts on and off. So it's really always fun way to learn astrology, even for somebody who doesn't know astrology. So I thought this would be a very good one. Hello, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Welcome. Also, I know that another astrologer does this. It's Christopher Ransom. So he used to do it on Instagram. Now he's doing it on YouTube as well. So you can check his channel if you want to see more of these. Okay. So the point of all this is that Hannah sent me a chart that I never seen before. Hi, Jeannie.
Hi.
And I will try to guess who this person is, or at least understand what are they doing, to see through how I delineate the chart, to see if I'm even close knowing something about these people. And the same thing, I'm gonna then, when I'm done, I'm gonna put up the chart that Hannah never saw before, and she's gonna try to do the same thing. I thought this was a fun way for everybody to kind of interact and learn, and so okay, let's start it. Hannah, do you want to, while I'm looking for the chart that you sent to me, tell me, what do you feel about this? How do you feel about these mystery charts?
Oh, I feel excited, but also a little nervous, I think.
I understand. I understand.
But I think it's a great educational way to do this, to understand astrology and to really refine our skills as astrologers.
Yes, you're right.
Ooh.
Okay, so let me
Someone's
see.
asking, can they play along?
You can play along. If you know who it is, try not to tell us, okay? Just because, so
it's like that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you get asked the audience option.
Yeah, so now so now you're seeing, look at what I did. Mercury retrograde.
People.
Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. Do you see the chart now?
Yes.
No. Now you see it, right? Okay. Well, okay, I don't see you, but you see the chart, right? Full screen. Is this good?
I can see it.
Okay, I wanted to do something for other people to see it better. Just a second. So, guys, okay. I'm gonna put the chart back on. This is gonna be fun. I just want to make sure. So, is it better?
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
It's very good. Okay. I don't see anybody because I have two screens and I see only the chart. So bear with me. I was gonna do it on the other screen, but I don't know what I can. Anyway, this is interesting, Hannah, because the chart that I have for you also has Pluto and Moon together in Scorpio in the 6th house, and I thought we did the same chart. But we didn't.
Right,
it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not. But it's interesting how we chose a person with a similar placement. Anyway, so when I see the chart, this is a whole sign chart. So for everybody who wants to learn about astrology. You know what? I can do this like this because I need to monitor the chat as well. Just a second, because I want to monitor the chat as well. Hi everybody, I can see you. I want to share another screen. Let me see like this. Sorry guys, this is just technicalities that I'm. There you go. Okay, better.
That looks good.
Okay. Better, so we see each other and the chart. What do you guys think? Or just the chart? I'm complicating things, I know. When Virgo rising,
oh, that's really good.
Okay, that's too good. Oh, I like this one, right? So there's a chart on half of the screen and the two of us on half. Okay, we are ready. Okay, so Brianna, hi to Brianna. Yes, you can guys guess. Hi, Jeannie.
Hi, everyone.
She says we do the 20 questions blind chart readings. Wow, that's also amazing. We should do that as well.
Oh, so cool.
Oh, there's an echo. So Brianna said that there's an echo. Sorry about that. Yes, we are both Virgo risings. Okay, if there is an echo, then I might just need to pull. Okay. Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Do you hear? Yes, you hear me now. So maybe with my headphones with less echo. Okay. Okay. We are both Virgo risings. Okay, so I think it's better now. Is it? Everybody hears me, sees me? All good? Okay, then. Yeah. Okay. So let's start. So first of all, when I see a chart of a mystery chart, I always look at Pluto to give me generation. So this is Pluto in Scorpio, early Pluto in Scorpio. So I know that Pluto in Scorpio was in the mid 80s. So I would say somebody who was born in mid 80s, 80, 85, maybe 86. I don't know. I'm not gonna guess that, but it's somebody who is born in the mid 80s. So that's the first thing. So another thing that I look at, because it's a mystery chart, so I have a little bit of different approach than when I look at somebody's, when I have a client, just because in mystery charts, it's probably a celebrity. So what are they known for? So we always look, what do we see in a person first thing? We look at the midheaven, because this is their career, what's in the 10th house, it's very prominent usually. So I would look at the planets and the ruler of the 10th house and the midheaven to see what's going on. And I would look at the ascendant, just because this is how this person appears. So ascendant is not just how we look physically, but it's how we kind of appear to others. This is the first thing people see. So midheaven and ascendant would be the first thing that we see. Because some people, in sun, it is our personality, it is who we are, but we don't often show it. And moon is special. We don't show moon at all. This is the hidden part of ourselves that we want to keep private. And this person with the moon in Scorpio, I believe they have a very private side, although they're probably a celebrity. I believe they do have their personal life private. Even it's even a 6th house, there will be something behind the scenes in their workplace. Maybe they're doing something that we don't know behind the scenes that they're not showing to the public as well. With Pluto there might be a mother who is very prominent in their lives, maybe mothering with Pluto and Moon very tight together. So that person might be, pushed out there by their mothers who wanted to control them in a sense, or their career. Just a thought. Okay, so first of all, let's see. So Aries, Sun, that's very important because, Sun, so they are very active, dynamic. They want to do things. They're maybe impatient. They want to do things first. They're not afraid to do things and explore world. Especially in the 11th house, it's our community, so they want to be seen in the community, in the groups, even when they're fans, whatever they do, as someone who is who is seen, who is out there, who is brave and doing things for the first time, like pioneering. With the Gemini rising, there's a good aspect between the sun and the rising sun, which is also always good because they support each other. So this person probably shows off is very smart, communicative, chatty, eloquent, good with words, good with people. You tell me if I'm wrong at all, or does this make sense? Just
Yeah, and you're what you're saying, it makes total sense when I think about it. Yeah, it's perfect.
okay, awesome. Okay, and then the midheaven. So this is this is the way that this person is seen and shining out there. So it's in Pisces. Jupiter is a traditional ruler of Pisces. It's in the 10th house. So I would say very good career, very prominent career, very fortunate, very a great career, even made the money. Like it's very, they're very seen out there. They have a good career for sure. Like they're very popular. The modern ruler of Pisces is Neptune, which is tied with Mars. So Mars and Neptune together can be harsh, because Mars wants to do things, especially as Mars is ruling the sun, right? In Capricorn, which is a good Mars. So there is a stamina, there is determination, there is the will. But this sometimes this Neptune, I feel, can what is it? Who said something? I can't focus when I feel people. They look like a public speaker of sorts, someone who takes care of people. Could be a person with struggles in their personal relationship, but kind of strong partnerships. Yes, okay, that's very good. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you for your. Thank you. Yes, they can, especially with Mercury in the 10th house. I would say, although Mercury in Pisces is not, and it's retrograde. So there might be some kind of inner work that they need to do before they actually speak. Although this moon is ruling ascendant, I do feel they struggled with that. So they appear that they know that they're very kind of confident with this Aries and Gemini rising, but I think behind the scenes internally they're actually struggling how to express themselves. I don't know. I would like to, when I have a client, I would ask them, how do you? But I feel that Mercury in Pisces, especially retrograde, it's very introverted. It's actually, it's hard to pinpoint, what I thought, sometimes. Yeah. So Lunar Pumpkin says, this is pretty cool to look at. I follow the astrologer Christopher Ransom. Yes, that's what I met him in the beginning. Yes, he does this mystery charts. I like that as well. Yeah, cool. So yeah, so I was saying Mars and Neptune together. So this Mars is in a good position, and it's ruling the sun, so that's good. But with when Neptune and Mars are together, sometimes we feel that the things are not clear. Our actions are not clear. Our path is not clear. What are we doing? So on the other side, it's very artistic person, absolutely. With Mercury in Pisces and Neptune in the 8th house, Jupiter there. I would say it's a singer. Am I wrong? Is it a singer?
Yes.
It's a singer? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, I got it. So I narrowed it down. Yay! Because there's lots of I think this person actually expresses themselves much easier through the songs and singing than through actually communicating in words. That's, I would say. So maybe they're also a songwriter. Are they a songwriter? They're writing their own songs?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Okay. Woohoo! I'm getting there. Okay, I need a break now. This is fun. I mean, even if I don't guess who it is, at least I got the vocation, which it's hard. If you don't talk to a person, it's hard to guess. But okay. So let's see other stuff. What you guys mentioned. Okay, so there is a Saturn in the 7th house, retrograde in Sagittarius. So relationships can be struggle. Somebody didn't mention forge strong partnerships. Yes, this Saturn is also ruled by Jupiter in the 10th. So they might be a partner who is also famous. Maybe they're a famous couple or somebody who's also a celebrity. Do they have a partner, or do they have at least one of the partners?
Well, I don't know who their partner is, but they have had partners, within the industry kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. Also, this partner can be much older because there's a Saturn. There's a seriousness, trying to find a confident, reliable partner who they can rely on. That's very important, I feel. Also, with Uranus there, they still need freedom within the partnership. So there's like I want a reliable, a serious partner, but I still want to keep my freedom, especially Uranus in Sag. They need to explore the world and be themselves, and especially their belief system. So being free to express what they believe in without having anybody's influence in it. Okay. What else do I see? So North Node in Taurus, South Node then is in Libra, 0 degrees. So they're probably active very now, because there's a South Node. We had a lunar eclipse 5 degrees Libra, so maybe something happened recently. Maybe they're in the news. Is there an echo again? Tell me there's an echo again, guys.
I'll test it now. Testing. Yeah, there is.
There's
I
still
can
an
hear
echo?
myself.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Not you. Oh, not me. Okay, so Judy says not me. Maybe you. I don't know. I don't hear any echo. So I hope this is gonna be good. Oh, it's when Hannah talks. So there's echo when you talk, they say.
But I think it's picking up on your end, if you know what I mean.
Ah. Okay. So we can't speak at the same time. Okay, we won't speak.
I wish I could help you. I wish I was there to help you.
Look, I tried everything. I don't know.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Okay. What else? So let's see what is happening. So what I also like to see here, the ruler of the chart. Oh, I feel it's me. Okay. I'm gonna keep my headphones on. Sorry, guys, that there's an echo. I'm sorry. Okay, so what I wanted to do now is I want to look at the chart ruler. So we already talked about it. It's Pisces. It's retrograde Mercury. But what is Mercury doing? It's squaring Uranus. So there is a need to express themselves and be themselves and be like free to express themselves. I think there's an expression of I think that's very, very prominent in this person's chart. Finding the way to get their word out there. So through singing, that was probably it. Okay, I was going to go talk about nodes. That's what I was going for. So the nodes. So the North Node in Taurus, in the 12th house. This is interesting because with so many Piscean energy, actually, and then have a North Node in the 12th. There is a way they need to use their vocation, their career, to get the word, there in a more, not a spiritual way, but in a connection with the divine. So there is some kind of connection. Turn your speakers down. Oh, what do you mean? Volume down? Is this better?
Testing. Don't know.
I don't know. Your speakers. I put the speakers totally down now. Do you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. This technology, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the microphone and speakers and everything. Anyway, what was I going to say? So I think that there's a sense that a path for this person is to with their art and music, heal in a way, those who are maybe less fortunate. Like it can heal the wounded. It can heal the people who are in suffering with their music. That's what I feel for this North Node, especially in the 12th house, which is also Piscean house, in a tangible way. So producing music is tangible. So that would be tangible production, right? And this Venus is in Aries, ruling North Node in the 11th. So for the greater good, for the community, the Mercury retrograde. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's Mercury retrograde. It's all good.
The problem is Mercury is my Yeah, Mercury is my ruler, and everything he's retrograde, it affects me a lot. And I'm in a perfection year, and it rules my perfection year, so double whammy. Sorry, guys. Oh, a question from Brianna: is there something wrong with his or her body? With how you mean with the Chiron in the with the Chiron the first, probably, but Chiron in Gemini. Is it something wrong?
Do you want me to answer that? See,
Sure, sure.
I haven't really found anything, to be honest, about like scars or injuries or anything like. Actually, no, there is. I'll say it at the end, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So usually with Chiron in Gemini, there's a wound about, again, speaking, being afraid to speak, being something, this is all about eloquent and great expressing themselves. Gemini, it could also be a wound about the siblings. There's something with siblings. Maybe there's an issue with siblings as well, with Chiron and Gemini. But usually I find that with Chiron and Gemini, there is some kind of wound of being stupid or not smart enough, or not saying the good things, or not expressing themselves. I think that's why this person went to art and music, because in everyday life the communication wasn't smooth as they would like. Saturn is also dead, so mother is probably smothering or controlling in some way, especially in regarding everyday life. So maybe the mother is a manager or something, that she's managing the career of this person. Saturn Sun trine, so that's good. So there's a father figure who actually that's a good connection with the Sun and Saturn. That are both representing father. So I think there's a good relationship with the father. The Sun is the divine feminine. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Anyway, I've been rambling for 20 years. I don't know who this person is, to be honest. I won't be able to guess. But what Jeannie says.
Hands or lungs. Do you want me to give you some information?
No, I don't know. So let's first Jeannie. I see it when the planet or asteroid is before the ascendant. It's a little more hidden, versus after or below the ascendant. Then it's more visible and open for us to see. Okay, cool. I agree with that. Cool. No information. If I don't need to guess. I'm just trying to figure out. Let me just go over some more planets, and then if I'm even close to what I'm doing, I'm fine. You can tell who it is, and then we can discuss when you reveal. Then we can discuss the chart and see. Yeah. So I want to quickly go through Venus. Venus is ruling the fifth house of creation. So that's very important as well. And it's in the 11th house in Aries. Interesting, this person is going to have their Venus return soon. So they're probably going to hear some new music from them, or some kind of a new song coming up when the Venus is coming back, ruling the fifth house. Maybe they created something new. I don't know. There is this childlike, beauty of it. I think their music is they had some childlike beauty in it. I don't know why I get this sense. I don't know, maybe because there's Aries energy. Aries is like a little child, and then there's Venus creativity in that sense. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that, because Mars is also ruling this Venus. Mars is in Capricorn, so they do take their work seriously, although they don't know where they're going often with this Neptune there. But I think they have a serious approach. They really want to show themselves in that sense. Sun is in the 11th. I want to be part of community. This is my path. I want to show myself out there. Yeah, I don't know. I think I said what I had to say. So I don't know who this is. I don't even know. Is it the woman?
Yeah.
It's a woman. Okay. Now I'm curious to see who that is. I don't know. Okay, what is happening in the sky right now for them? So all this Piscean energy. So Saturn is moving. It was on the Jupiter, was on the MC all last year. So they might have been some new responsibilities in work. because Saturn was last year from 0 degrees to 8 degrees up to recently. So there's a lot of movement in the career section. So did they produce something new? Did they get a new music last year?
Last year? Oh, flip. I don't know, actually. Let me check.
because I'm thinking
Last year.
with Saturn going to the 10th house, there might be, or maybe they're working on it right now and they're going to release it soon. Now when the Venus is uh, uh, going to have the Venus return, because there will be a lot of new responsibilities in the workplace. I would assume, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on there. Currently, the sky. We also
Last year, yeah.
Yes, they did.
There was.
See,
yeah.
That's what I thought, because the Saturn is on, it's on the MC, on Jupiter, grow production and everything. It's triggered that. Interesting. Awesome. Okay. Look, I've been 25 minutes. I've been chatting about this chart. I don't know who that is. Please give us the reveal. Ta-da! Who is it?
It's Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga!
The poker face. The Aries queen.
I love it. The poker face. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so you can tell us a little bit of Lady Gaga, and we can see how can we see this through her chart. Oh, she's very hardworking, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, Gemini rising, she's multifaceted. Not only is she a singer, but she's a songwriter, she's an actress, she's a producer. She's known as a trailblazer in the entertainment industry. So she has the Aries energy in the 11th house. And also she has many nicknames, stage names, very Gemini. You were saying earlier about Chiron in Gemini. So she suffers from fibromyalgia. I can't remember I don't know how to pronounce that, to be honest. But it's a muscular skeletal condition, and it's a nervous system condition as well. So I keep just that echo. I keep hearing myself talk, and I'm like, do you know what I mean? I can't really focus very well. Right, I'll get.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. What if I even turn mine down a little bit, and then I won't hear, and then you can still hear me? Okay, great. So, as I was saying, nervous system condition. She also has Pluto and Moon in Scorpio in the 6th house. So there's health issues there. And also she had to cancel her tour because of the pain, because it was that bad. Now, another thing is her favorite colors are black and lavender. Very Scorpio, the black. She's attracted to creativity. You're saying about creativity. So she's attracted to creativity in her love interests, and she's all about sexual freedom. She likes both men and women. So she's got Uranus, obviously, in the 7th house there. Her mother is an entrepreneur and an activist. Her father is also on the board of directors of the charitable organization that her mother and Lady Gaga co-founded. So when we think about charity, we look to the 11th house and we think about how Lady Gaga is known as my pronunciation of this word. It was a very new word to me, a philanthropist. So like someone who's very charitable and generous and giving. So that's in the 11th house. So her parents play a big role in these, with co-founding the charity and everything. They play a very active role in her career and her life path. And she does have Mars in Capricorn, and then she's also got that Scorpio energy with Moon conjunct Pluto. And then, with you think about the power and the resources and everything there. Also, another interesting thing is she taught herself how to play piano by ear. And I was going through her annual perfection. So when she was 4 years old, her 5th house was activated. She's got Libra in the 5th. And that's very much about, music, piano to me anyway. And then Venus, the ruler of that 5th house, is in Aries. So self-taught. I thought that was a really cool thing. She loves to dress up. She's very glamorous. So she's got all that Pisces energy in the 10th house. She's all about freedom as well. She shocks others with her over-the-top choices. And she wrote one of her best hits in just 10 minutes. So to me, that's very Aries. Also, one of her songs was inspired by the death of her grandfather. So we see that, with Mars and Neptune there in the 8th house, and then Neptune being one of the rulers of all the Pisces energy in the 10th, that inspiration. Apparently, she donates large amounts of money to charities and causes. So again, we go back to the 11th house. And she has a big fan base that she calls Little Monsters. So fame and fans and everything can be found through the 11th house as well. Another thing is, this is funny. she gets mistaken for a certain celebrity who is Amy Winehouse, and Amy Winehouse has a Gemini rising as well. So I find that really, really interesting. So Lady Gaga, she had to dye her hair platinum blonde. Well, she didn't have to; she chose to because she was done with being, confused with being Amy Winehouse. She has experienced many setbacks throughout her career, very Capricorn. And the interesting thing, you were saying about with partners, it was her boyfriend that got her a job in in a record company, very Saturn in the 7th. Singles, many of her singles have went diamond, so she's influential, right? Jupiter in the 10th house, Sun in the 11th, Venus in the 11th. Like she's well known. I mean, she was destined for fame if you really think about it. Plenty of recognition, even shown through Mars and Capricorn as well. Now, she does not have kids, but she is a godmother to very famous to a very famous person's 2 sons. So Elton John and his partner have 2 sons, and she is the godmother. So I thought that was kind of like Uranus. There's part of Uranus involved in that. And what else? She wanted to be a combat journalist when she was younger. I just feel like she's very like the Martian themes, right? Very badass in a way. And she advocates for mental health awareness, and she also advocates for survivors of sexual assault, which I feel is very Aries in the 11th house, and Uranus as well in the 7th. And then there's that. I think there's a trine as well between Uranus and Venus. So yeah, and the last kind of major points here is to do with the roles that she takes on, with all the Pisces. I mean, she's going to be in Joker next year, and then she's going to be in Batman too. So Lady Gaga, she made her mark on the music industry, but now she's also going for the film world, and she was on that movie, A Star is Born, and she did amazingly in that. So yeah, she's very influential, and I find the Pisces energy, it shines through. She's chameleon, she's talented and just gifted on so many levels. Turn my back up again.
It's okay. I muted myself, so there was no echo. Excellent. This was amazing. Such a great example. Thank you so much. I love Lady Gaga. I'm just looking at her ascendant is on my midheaven. That's why I like her. There's a connection there. So I like her music. I want to say hi to Jody. Thank you very much for supporting us and for
Hi,
encouraging
Jody.
others to like the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Lunar Pumpkin also says that his 11th house rulers is in the 6th. What? No, Mars is in the 8th. Oh, in the 8th. You're right. In the 8th house. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that's also tells you. You're right. Excellent. Awesome. Cool. Are you ready for your one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready, but we'll get through it.
Okay, let's
I've never done this before, and this is all very new.
I know you're gonna be great. So let me find the chart. It's fun. I think it's fun, and learn also from our viewers as well. Okay, so
I think the viewers are really enjoying it as well from all of the feedback.
Yes.
That's really good. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Yes. Okay, let's see. It froze. I hope it freeze. Okay. Okay, there it is. This is your chart. Sorry, so you this is not in whole sign. This is you gave me whole sign. I use quadrant. We kind of switched a little bit, but I hope to see you see it good. Do you see it good? Okay, on this one. Sorry,
Yeah.
I use this screen.
Yeah.
Not on this screen.
So is this porphyry?
Okay, better. So this is I think Placidus. I just took it from AstroSeek as they had it by default.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm gonna mute myself. You talk. I'm gonna mute myself for now.
Okay. Taurus rising, South Node in Gemini, first house. North Node in Sagittarius, 7th house. Sun in Sagittarius. Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, but it's in the 7th. Yeah. Moon, Pluto, Scorpio, Saturn. Okay. Okay, so Saturn in Aquarius with Pluto in Scorpio tells me that they're quite close in age to me. And I'm 32. So yeah, I would say they're about the same age as me. Yeah, Chiron and Leo as well. Yeah, so around that age. Okay. Venus, Uranus, Neptune in Capricorn. Sorry. Okay. So, right. Taurus, well, I'll go for the midheaven first of all. The midheaven is in Aquarius and then Saturn. So this is certainly someone who has had a gradual sort of approach toward their career path, and they have went through many trials and tribulations, especially to do with belonging and finding their place and finding even their unique style within the industry, whatever industry that they're a part of. But there is a standout quality to this person, I think. Possibly doing something that hasn't been done before, I think. Now, I want to look more at this and I want to think, let's see, Saturn, any other air. Okay, so there's Jupiter there in Libra in the 5th house, and it's making a trine to Saturn. Right. So Jupiter there, I would say that can perhaps suggest someone who's very creative, especially musically talented, musically gifted. Yeah. Yeah. Are you
Right
doing
on.
thumbs up and
Right on
stuff?
music.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So it is music. It is music. You got it. Woohoo!
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So music. Yeah. Music, 5th house. I want to look for Venus then as well. So Venus is in Capricorn. Yeah, Venus is in Capricorn. And this is important because this is the chart ruler for this person. And also it's the dispositor of Jupiter. So Venus in Capricorn in the 8th. Is that the 8th house I'm looking at? Yeah, it's the 8th house. Okay. So I'm going to say that they could perhaps come from a very powerful family already, a pretty sort of influential family upbringing, that might have really contributed to their success. Because the reason why I say it is because the 8th house is tied to shared resources. And Venus or Sun in the 8th house can suggest, that there's something that's inherited or passed on, maybe from their grandparents. They could even have like elders in their life who they really look up to as, inspirational. Okay, but also hardworking. They're hard.
I don't know about grandparents, but definitely influential family, and this person is in family business in that sense. Okay.
Okay. So yes, hardworking, I would say, and in it for the long game. I would say. I think there's someone who, when they commit to a plan or a path, they're very committed, but they're also the types of people to break free and to perhaps break out of a mold. I don't think they like being sort of fit into a certain box. And because Uranus is there, conjunct Venus. So I think there could be some sort of like breakout or breaking free or rebellion on their behalf. Neptune as well, being a part of it. I think quite glamorous, dress up, crazy outfits with a blend there of Uranus and Neptune. But perhaps very like beautiful. This person's probably very, very beautiful. I mean, because they've got a Taurus rising, they've got Venus along with Neptune and Uranus. So it's like beautiful, but also like unconventional. And there's just something very unique about their style. Okay, and we can maybe even see that through their voice. But I think at the same time, someone who has gotten a lot of like rejection or criticism or, backlash maybe from the world at the same time. But when we look to when I look at Sagittarius there, with their sun there, their self-expression is that of I don't give an F anyway. If people don't like me, I'm free. I'm my own independent person. Screw you, haters. Probably.
There's so much truth in that you will see at the end. There is so much truth in that. Great job, Hannah. Great, you're doing great.
Okay. So I also think that this is someone who runs in circles with people who are larger than life and like maybe really famous people and being in the know and stuff like that. Working as well, like collaborating with really influential people too. And maybe that's a big part of why this person has been so successful, because it's been through other people that they've gotten roles and opportunities and da 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 da. So that's fun. But the North Node is also there. So it's this stuff I'm talking about. It's part of their past, it's part of their destiny. But then the South Node is in Gemini. Suggesting to me that this person also is quite gifted at, well, okay, we've talked about music and stuff like that. So songwriting, maybe very good at speaking, or maybe it's just that they love playing instruments, right? Maybe instruments, singing, could be very good at those things. But it's all about like how they. Yeah.
Singing, I know. I don't know about playing instruments. I didn't research, but definitely singing and other stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So it's bringing that stuff that they have creatively and artistically, and sort of bringing it to partnerships and working with people. And then the Sagittarius part of it goes, hey world, like I'm sharing it and publishing it and broadcasting it, etc. Okay, so Mercury's the ruler there of that, well, the dispositor of the South Node. So Mercury's retrograde in Scorpio. Okay, this is someone who has also battled their own inner demons. Like this is someone I think who presents as like very big and bright and adventurous and charismatic, etc. But their mind is like it's a battlefield. It's like it's hard. They, especially with Moon and being conjunct Mercury, it's like they've been through a lot, something very traumatic possibly, or they question themselves and they question why they're here and their existence. They can really go down into a dark path or fall down a dark hole. And maybe they've also suffered from like severe depression and stuff like that. Maybe like, I don't mean to be too heavy, but like drug abuse or like addiction, stuff like this. But the thing about it, I think, is the Mercury retrograde contributes.
I just need to mention, sorry, that this person proudly says loves to smoke marijuana. It's very proud of it.
Okay. Okay. So I think with the South Node being in Gemini and then Mercury retrograde being in Scorpio, and that combination, I think, suggests that their music actually comes from a deeper place than perhaps many people think. You know, it's their song, it's their music that shows their emotions and their depth, I think. Possibly even writing songs about betrayal, revenge, breakups, divorces, stuff like that.
You know what? When you, I love this. This is so good. You're so on point. I can't wait to tell you what this is. You will see how right you are. That's amazing. Great job.
Okay. So Mars is also part of it. Oh, so Mars is also making a trine to Mercury retrograde and then the Scorpio energy. So there's also anger present in all of this as well. But I would also suggest with it that they're very family orientated. Um, they care about their roots, their upbringing, maybe their music as well is about home and family and stuff like this because Mars is in the third house there too, so that's a possibility. Okay, so sixth house. I'm trying to make sense of sixth house. So I'm kind of thinking about how Lady Gaga has Moon and Pluto in the sixth, and so she had like um, certain conditions that she's suffering from. And I wonder, is it that this person has certain conditions that they suffer from, and they're to do with maybe their emotions, or maybe it goes back to the depression stuff or mental health. That could be a thing. So that would be my guess with that. But then again, maybe it's also there's something here about how these matters are linked to their family because Moon is in, or sorry, Mars is in Cancer. So because Mars is the dispositor of that Scorpio energy, so there could be like family demons, basically like past stuff, digging up stuff to do with the past within the family. Chiron as well further adds to this, I think, in the fourth, in that there's some sort of wound with maybe not being seen or recognized or appreciated by family. But at the same time, I think that a lot of this stuff contributes to why they have such a mission, such a purpose, a drive to want to maybe, how do I say, shine a light on other people, right? To shine a light on others and to want to sort of help other people recognize their gifts and their talents too. Maybe something to do with children, like maybe inspiring the young, inspiring children. uh yeah. What else?
Oh my
I think
God,
I've
Hannah.
touched on a lot of
Inspiring
things.
children. Inspiring children is, oh my God. Oh my God. That's absolutely number one thing. I can't even. I can't. This is so good. So I have to tell you, it is about inspiring children. So
Okay. So I've touched on Mars. Yes, Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Okay, Scorpio in the seventh, though, I think can suggest maybe something quite ugly about breakups or separation, power struggles possibly within relationships, but also, I don't know. I think this is someone within the industry who has transformed themselves time and time again. It's like they've been knocked down, right, by critics, by the public or whatever, and then they come back and they're like, I'm anew, and then they actually get so much respect and like recognition. Is that
yes, you're on point. Somebody asked, is it a woman? Brianna asked, so it is a woman. Do you want to take a guess?
um I think, well, Sagittarius, right?
Yeah.
And around my age.
That's why I picked her. It's okay.
Now, I think it's Miley Cyrus, but someone's already said Miley in the comments.
Yes,
and now
it is. It is. It is Miley Cyrus. It is Miley Cyrus. I know Jody put it out there first, but you were so on point. Come on, Hannah. You said it all. Like Hannah Montana. Come on. I also chose her because she was Hannah Montana. I thought it was funny. I don't know. My Gemini brain. I know I'm crazy sometimes, but I thought, oh, what would be good to have a Hannah Montana with Hannah?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so when you said influence kids, oh my God, of course, Hannah Montana was huge. There was like a whole movement of all this, inspiring all the children to sing and act. And I have a goddaughter. She was obsessed with Hannah Montana. That's why she went into acting, because of her, and singing and everything. So this is really a story that you nailed. You put it right there. So she was born on the 23rd of November, 1992. Of course, she's a kid of a famous singer. Her dad is Billy Ray Cyrus, and he was a country singer, right? So she comes from, and her godmother, is Dolly Parton. Yes, Miley. It is Miley Cyrus. Yes. So it's interesting, when you mention this godmother. So the same theme. It's just interesting. So Dolly Parton is her godmother. So she comes from the very famous family of musicians, and there's tradition, as you mentioned, and everything. It's interesting because Saturn is in the 10th and Venus is in Capricorn. The connection between, she really started her career early. So she was like 13 when she came to Disney, right? So it was like her first Saturn square, when she actually started, because Saturn is very prominent in her chart. So that's why we look at Saturn. It's up there. It's really her midheaven traditionally, right? But also you can see Uranus ruling as a modern ruler, the way she appears. You said all these outfits, how she dresses up, and why I put her also here, not because Hannah Montana, but because she just got her first Emmy, and it was just after. So the song "Flowers," I can buy myself flowers. This is so Uranus and Venus together. Like, I can buy myself flowers. I don't need anybody. I can be free, right? And I'm gonna, I can make money. Like, it's in Capricorn. I can make money to buy myself flowers. I don't need anybody. So I thought that was amazing, right? And she got her first Emmy, and the song was released just around her Saturn return, right? So that's a Saturn return success story, actually, right? She was, it was very popular in 2023 last year, and then just after her. Anyway, it was around her Saturn return when she actually made the song, right? So I find that interesting, and making money from early age. Venus in Capricorn, right? And there is also family history here. So Danielle says that she has the same thing as Miley, Taurus rising and Saturn Aquarius in the 10th. Wow, Danielle, there you go.
Yeah,
amazing.
That's true.
Yeah. So she started very early, and interesting is their parents moved when she was 6, 2001. They moved to Toronto. So actually, it's interesting that she came to love acting and music in Canada. So her dad took her. He was filming something, and they lived here for a while. So her first music lessons and acting were in Toronto, which is interesting. Yeah. And then that's why she wanted to be an actor. That's how all this Disney came up, and then Hannah Montana. And then, of course, she was a judge in The Voice for some time, for a couple of years. Very prominent there. She was dating Nick Jones for a while, and she's famous for her relationships. She changed a lot of, and she's also bisexual, let's say. So she came out to her mom at age 14 that she doesn't do gender at all. So she had girlfriends and boyfriends. So that's also Uranus, Venus together. That's right on point what you mentioned. You said that, so her relationships were all over the place. She's a Sag. So commitment, yeah. Yeah. So Forbes says that Miley matured so much in the past few years. Yes, because it's a Saturn return. So every Saturn return, we do mature. This is a time of maturity. That's exactly. She was always smart, but it's very hard when you are raised within a family who is famous, and then when you are an earlier worker, and Saturn in the 10th, that means starting making money and being responsible and working for very early age, right? So she did it. She was very young. She had that Liam Hemsworth marriage and then divorce, the whole situation with him. So you can see that Scorpio ruling her descendant. It's all about power struggles, all these push and pull relationships. So she had a lot. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, she was actually born with tachycardia, the heart thing. So that's interesting. So if you're in the but I just find it interesting that was one of the things that I and in 2014 she declared herself as vegan. It's also shocking. So she wants to be different. Like, I'm vegan, I'm bi, I'm out there. I can buy myself flowers. And she also is a founder of Happy Hippie Foundation. So she's supporting young people, which is interesting. In LGBT community, everything for youth. So she wants to help every young people who are in different to be accepted. So I like that. So she felt that she as young was not, as old as you mentioned here, makes sense. What else? Oh yeah, so with her family. Oh yeah, so she's proudly saying her mom was actually her manager. So her dad was a famous singer. Her mom was her manager. That's why this Pluto moon conjunction, Pluto is about, managing and control. So, yeah. So there's the whole history about her family, because her parents both have marriages and children before her. So, and then they had her, and she has brothers and sisters from that marriage, but then her parents split. They have other kids. There's a lot of family dynamic, a lot of stepbrothers, stepsisters, and all these family situations. And her mom just remarried recently, so there's a situation there as well. So I think we're gonna see her more now. I think she's a new phase. She opened a new phase. I think is I think she's becoming a new person, like a grown up, like getting detached from her family and problems. And thank you very much, but I'm doing it now my way. And I think she's going to see more of her, of course, in the future. But I like her outfits out there. She's always, even at this Grammy, she dressed up as I think it's Tina Turner. She had this hair like Tina, and she was doing, she did her flowers at like a Tina Turner style. So I thought it was funny. Anyway, great. This was amazing. I think this was really, really cool. I really enjoyed this. Anyway, now that we see this, we see hard worker, we see a unique person, and she's pretty, you can see. Oh, and I want to mention something else. Like, in a true Sagittarian fashion, her name is not Miley. She has some other name, I forgot. But then she had such a prominent smile as a kid that they called her Smiley, and from that Smiley came Miley. I thought that's such funny. A great Sag sons, right? Story. So I think that's beautiful. From her smile, that you can see her smile, right? What you see about her, you see in her smile. That's what you see, right? That's also, Venus ruled ascendant, right? So I love that. Great job. This was her name was Destiny. There you go. Her name was Destiny.
Destiny.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. This was amazing. I love this. This was beautiful. Thank you very much, Hannah, for doing this with me and obliging my wishes. Every wish I have, every idea I go to Hannah. I said, "Oh, Hannah, can we do this?" She always says yes. So I really appreciate my ideas. Yes,
it's so fun.
I want to thank everybody. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for being here, for participating. I think it was really amazing. Any last thoughts before we go? I know you have a workshop ongoing? Is it still ongoing on Angel Perfections?
So the workshop it's been done. But
Okay.
I'm going to be working on new workshops coming up, so stay tuned, everyone.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I know that's amazing. That's great. Awesome. Yeah, there's always something coming up with us guys. So anyway, I have been painting while listening. Oh, that's
Oh, that's
beautiful. Inspire
nice.
you. Inspire for painting. Oh, thank you, Cerise. That's amazing. Awesome, guys. I hope you have a good eclipse tomorrow. Hang in there. Take some rest. Don't overdo yourself. Hannah, you as well. It's good. It's going right through my town. It's going to be like 99.9 through my town, so it's going to be really visible. So I'll try to share as much as I can to see what's happening. Anyway, thank you all. All the best. See you
Thanks,
soon.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.